certainly can't afford to go 2 down just before the interval. Hernandez whips it in. Boscart gets a touch. It drops for Fabio. Still with the Brazilian. Fabio going around the back. What a goal by Fabio! How did he squeeze that one in? Melbourne victory leading Sydney FC by 2-0, and now Fabio has his first goal for the victory too.
Well, haven't they turned it around? Wonderful play by Fabio in the penalty.
It's Fabio over the wall, and Reddy makes a flying stop away to his left.
Reddy, that's a very good save. He gets it up and over, and it's coming down as well. And Reddy read that across, got across.
It's an awkward one and pushed out by Reddy. And well, that's a pattern that's been repeated throughout this season, Robbie. Melbourne taking the lead, not being able to hang on to it. Fabio giving it back to Harry Kewell, who's got some room to manoeuvre. Across the face of goal, almost an own goal.
Jilton up, instructing. Fashini just got caught out there. Kissel had dropped right off and he left the hole. Opinion, it was probably the worst performance I've certainly seen from Melbourne victory last week in Perth, so they need to bounce back. No better stage. Australia Day, beautiful stadium.
Fabio's come short, and that's the option chosen by Rojas. Change of angle, whipped in, Leo with the header. Battles. It's a really tense afternoon in Melbourne. And it's not finished by a long shot. Thompson, Terry McFlynn. Fabio stretching out a boot. Feed for Sydney FC, particularly the way they've played in this first half. As we move into added time, of which there will be 2 minutes, is Aka Cernak's first goal for Melbourne victory. And how important. A bit short for Kissel, and that allowed Fabio to... His crowds remain comfortably the biggest in the competition. Knows it.
Push on and look for goals, but we know how devastating the victory can be on the counter-attack without... Well, we're saying that they need to get their front 3 players involved, and this is the best way to get them involved. Archie Thompson, that's a clinical header. He gets in between the 2 defenders. It's not great defending, you'd have to say. It goes over John McCain's head. Great ball in from Fabio from the left-hand side, but that's just slack marking. There's only really one in there. It's Archie Thompson, but doesn't he finish it well?
And left a bit short, that for Leo Bertos, and Fabio has stolen the ball. Allsop waits, so too Rojas, and that's another good stop. Fabio. Now finding Thompson, first time ball.
Work. Nothing really on. Nice turn, Fabio, away from Caravella, right across the face, and Allsop can't get there in time.
Well, it's a great little turn, but you just get a feeling he played it too early. He had acres of space in front of him. You think he'd just go on with this a little bit. He's played this far too early. Thompson and Allsop on their way in there. But if he takes another touch, another metre,
Fabio. Drop of the shoulder. Goes for goal, Fabio. Not enough power to get it past Danny Vukovic.
a good effort, wriggled free.
Ramsey clears the danger for Adelaide. Melbourne pushing for the cushion of a second goal. Beautiful ball by Fabio.
Hernandez just looks like he's getting frustrated. Fabio, he's been immense tonight, hasn't he? Fabio right into that challenge and able to keep it in too. Now Hernandez with it. Watson being left alone. Fabio got across. A heavy touch by the Reds right back, let him in.
Great work from Fabio.
Caravella wide right. Jitte goes for goal. Cannon's back off Fabio. Malik. Jitte had already turned his back on the ball, and now Melbourne victory.
It's making sense because really it's Adelaide dominating possession.
Well played by Fabio. Thompson timed his run again there.
Remember Djurakovic, slight improvement. They were a bit unlucky not to get a draw possibly against Newcastle, but they didn't, so the pressure...
Smelts combining with Burns. Broken up to try and find Hernandez. Caravella out-muscled by Fabio. Can he find the delivery? It's just over the head of Harry Kewell, who was completely unmarked.
Aside from the run and shot from Kewell, the Victory have done very little for the last 20 minutes or so. Told Melling to run out of his space. Just over a minute to go.
Greenacre, Kewell for Vince Leah. Good ball in, looking for Tim Brown. That's a really important header.
Well, the narrow diamond's doing its job, isn't it? Because Harry Kewell stays wide and Allsop on the right-hand side stays wide. And they can just play little balls into Caravella.
Kewell, Thompson and Hernandez. It really is a mouth-watering concoction, at least in potential terms. And if the three of them can hit their straps even slightly, Gold Coast are going to have a difficult afternoon.
Well, here's Archie Thompson launching the first raid into the penalty area. He goes, Chris Griffin. Hernandez. Cross might fall here for Jago, and no doubts as a former striker, Harps, you'd have sided with him.
Well, sometimes if you're offside, you're offside. It's...
Now Chris Beath will bring them back.
A good advantage from the ref. Fabio is away.
Pass and vision from Harry Kewell, but also a brilliant run. Archie Thompson staying onside because he bent his run cleverly.
Galekovic again coming up big for the Reds. How often have we said that?
Here come the Victory again.
Left and Jite on the right.
This is Fabio. Good interchange of passes by the Victory. Well controlled by Hernandez. Couldn't find down though. Forward comes Fabio. And across came Golgol Mabratu to provide the cover. Fabio still battling away, and he's got the ball. And the free kick. Super work by the Brazilian. Against the odds, really.
Well, indeed, and amongst the rubble, if I can use that term, that has been Melbourne Victory.
Should just carry through for Kovic. Release for Vargas, and now Fabio. Into the channel for Billy Selesky, who's made a very good run.
Malik just slipped as he tried to farm that one out.
Anything that Melbourne Victory have been doing and achieving in an attacking sense has been coming through.
Muscled by Richters. As you say, Harps, the only good thing for the Gold Coast, it is still very early. Fabio nips in ahead of Caravella. Hernandez. Burns. Well anticipated by Fabio.
And here's just fantastic for Perth. And they're still knocking the glory. I mean, how would Kovic have been tested if...
It's the sixth occasion this season that Melbourne Victory have taken the lead in an A-League match. They've only won 2 of the previous 5.
To be expected, I guess, given the Vargas send-off.
Which, by the way, is the Victory's 4th red card this season. We're only in round 8. Missed. Back in by Leah. It's just a bit awkward to control that for Daniel, and away comes Fabio for the Victory. 3-on-3. Andresinho's first involvement. Smelts. Well, he's got about 3 or 4 blue jerseys around. They're not going to die wondering, Andy.
They're building to something here. Look at the space for Watson. Fabio just too close to the Brazilian.
Get forward for the Phoenix. Fabio. Speed is such a vital asset to have in a football team.
Fabio down the left-hand side versus Josh Risdon might be an avenue they look to employ more frequently.
Here goes Archie Thompson. Ollie drops, and now the Victory can try and launch their own attack through Billy Selesky. And now Fabio to the ever-willing Archie Thompson, and he's got around Bassman.